Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for letting me present my paper on MICRT. My name is Swapnil Khaimar, and I'm presenting a paper titled Early Stage Detection of Parkinson's Disease. And guide is Dr. Prashant Yavekar sir from MIT Bhujbal Knowledge City, Institute of Engineering, Nasik. The content of the paper are listed as below. Starting from introduction, we'll go by step to conclusion. So what is Parkinson's disease? A Parkinson's disease is a progressive neurological disorder that affects movement and is caused by degeneration of cell in a specific part of the brain. It is characterized by tremors, rigidity, difficulty with movement and balance, and changes in speech and writing. But the exact cause of Parkinson's disease is still less known, but it is thought to be caused by a combination of genetic and environmental factors. The deep learning techniques can be used to detect early detection for Parkinson's disease, such as by analyzing medical images through MRI scan, SPECT scan, and identifying the features or patterns that are indicative of the disease. The deep learning techniques such as convolutional neural network and artificial neural networks can be used for this purpose. Next, we will see the literature survey. Earlier, the author used early detection for Parkinson using the voice input. They used SVM algorithm and their score was 96.5%. Then the data mining techniques for medical diagnosis are popular techniques such as classification. The performance achieved in their experiment was 95%. Then there was a prediction based for Parkinson's using SPECT scan, that is single photon emission computed tomography. Their specificity and sensitivity were above 95% and ROC was 0.97. Then the deep learning techniques to detect Alzheimer's disease, they used MRI scan and their accuracy were above 95% and AUC of 97%. So the system overview, the Parkinson's disease starts with a single nerve cell in which is located in a basal ganglia inside a subcortical structure of a brain. And when this nerve cell get impaired or it get damages, it reduces the range function, which influences the voluntary movement such as arms or legs. This is the picture shows that the part of the brain where the disease progresses. As you can see, the normal on the left side, it's a normal person's inside part of the brain, and when the Parkinson's disease, the nerve cell gets shrinkaged on the right side. Then MRI scan and the SPECT scan are the two technologies used to detect the disease. MRI scan is when you send the radio waves through the magnetized tissue. The magnetic field changes the radio waves and sensor detects even the minimal changes in radio waves to form a 3D image of the scanned tissue. Their accuracy is on a millimeter scale. While SPECT scan, the patients are injected with radioactive isotope that emits gamma rays. A special gamma camera is positioned above the patient and is able to detect gamma rays emitted by the isotope. And then a computer that triangulates in a 3D space where the gamma rays are coming from, it captures the rays and creates an image. Such way, these neuroatomic biomarkers will help in early diagnosis, and the data collected from it is prepared to generate a predictive model. The picture shows the system architecture. The system architecture, which can also has the fundamental structure of any machine learning architecture. Here we take input separately for MRI set and SPECT set, and the pre-processing is done independently for both of them. And then the feature extraction, and then we train the data, and the selected feature is used for predictive model. The data processing techniques. The data set used for the proposed system is prepared from Parkinson Progressive Marker Initiative PPMI data set. And for MRI, we are using processing techniques such as image resizing to resize all of the raw images to 64 by 64 size, and the image augmentation, in which we will try to rotate the image, then the width shift, height shift. Also, we'll try to horizontal flip and vertical flip. While in SPECT scan, we are using data cleaning techniques such as lowering case for data, removing punctuation and extra spaces in the data, handling missing values. While data normalization, performing linear transformation on original data. These are the samples for MRI set and SPECT set. MRI images, for MRI we are using images, and for SPECT there are text based data set. Feature extraction for ANN model, we'll first reduce the dimension of the data by using PCA, and then we'll use a wrapper method for feature selection. For CNN, the number of convolution layer to learn features from data and apply filters to data. Then using pooling layer, we'll reduce the spatial dimension of feature maps output by the convolution layer, and through which we'll use activation functions such as rectified linear function and sigmoid function to get the output if it is PD or non-PD. The performance evolution used are classification metrics such as accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score. Thus, in conclusion, the Parkinson disease causes and to increase the lifespan, early detection is necessary. And with the help of this system, we can detect PD in early stages. Further, we can, with the help of medication, we can give patient a peaceful life. Thank you.
So thank you so much, sir.